So hey guys, so this is part two of my most awaited vlog for the summer. So this is part two of my Q&A. So yeah, let's get into the questions. So the first question I have here is from Stan Kelly. So my thoughts on Man United last season. Yeah, I've been very vocal about this. I thought we had a really great season last season. I think winning a trophy and getting the top four, I certainly did not expect Man United to reach that. And yeah, because if you go back to my predictions, I had Man United finishing like 5th at best. So yeah, for me at least, it was a good season. I just hope like this season we play better football, because I think that was the major thing that was missing last season. So yeah, I just hope we play better football. So Darnell Guzman's asking me what is my favorite season. For me it has to be spring, because I actually prefer spring more than like all the other seasons, because you get to see a lot of the leaves coming out, and even the tulips, and I just think like I like the mixture of summer and winter. I don't like summer and winter in Canada, because like you get the extreme of both weathers, and yeah, both of it's annoying. So yeah, for me it'll definitely be spring. So the next question I have here is from Zachary Kerr. So did I buy 50k followers on Twitter? So this was a rumor that started from Twitter user, I think Isaac United. I'm not sure if that account is still there, but yeah, it was a rumor that started from him. All I would say is, if I had like money to buy 50k followers, I'd be spending that money literally anywhere else. So yeah, like I definitely don't. That's definitely not true, because I don't even have Twitter Blue. So where would I have gotten the money by 50k followers? Yeah, that rumor just debunks itself. So the next question I have here is from Wilmer Palmer. So thoughts on De Gea leaving. Yeah, I was pretty bummed about De Gea leaving, because for me he was one of my favorite players like at Man United since I've started watching Man United, and it has been a while. So I was pretty bummed, because you know I had that connection with him for a long time. So it does feel pretty sad to see him leave. I also didn't like how he was treated in his final few years, and it sucked that he was constantly used as a scapegoat for a lot of our problems. In fact, I'm recording this video after our defeat to Spurs, and you know what? I don't really see much of a difference from how we were playing last season. So all the people that said, well, if you replace the goalkeeper, you'll play better football, I'm still yet to see that. So yeah, that's just the thing that was annoying me. I get it that like he had to leave. Tons of players have left Man United. I'm not really bummed on that part, but seeing him leave the way he left, I think that was pretty sad, and did leave like a sour taste in my mouth. So yeah. So Jamal Baker's question is my thoughts on Man United's transfer business this summer so far. So considering we've spent like around 160 million on incomings and only gotten 40 million in sales, and like the only like players we have to show for it are like Højlund, Onana, and Mount, pretty much. So I'm not particularly happy with our window, because while I do think like getting a striker in was important, but I do think we need more than one striker, especially considering like Martial is pretty much redundant for me. He gets injured way too frequently. He's not reliable, and I don't think one striker is enough to like help you compete in the Premier League. And I don't really get the Mount signing, and I think the first two games in the season have shown that like it's pretty confusing, like the midfield of Mount, Bruno, and Casemiro, because Mount and Bruno pretty much do the same thing, and I would argue Bruno's better than Mount in doing those things. So I don't really get the concept. I think it leaves our midfield way too open, too much work for Casemiro defensively, and I don't think there's enough support from him for him in the midfield. So I do think we lack a balance. And with Onana, although I get it, I get why the reasons why we did sign Onana, but to be honest, I don't think signing a goalkeeper was as urgent as maybe upgrading the midfield. I think we could have done like maybe signed a striker with that money, or maybe like, you know, get a proper another defensive midfielder, or like another midfielder. So or even fullbacks, but like, yeah. So what I'm saying is, I'm not particularly happy. So with the incomings, I think we could definitely sign more with the money we've spent, but it could have definitely been worse. So it is better than nothing. And in terms of the outgoing, I think it's been pathetic, considering we've only gotten 40 million. I still don't understand why we rejected 30 million for like McTominay. I don't even think he's worth 30 million, but it sounds funny rejecting 30 million for McTominay. You have to be like the most idiotic director of football. So this is why I don't get like this Murto hype that like our fan base does, because I don't think the players he signed. Okay, Onana was kind of fair game in terms of price. Mount was a fair price, and I think we paid way too much for Højlund, but he's not really like sold enough players, and I think we could have easily generated 100 million plus from sales. So it's pathetic. It's really pathetic. So yeah, I'm not particularly happy with our transfer business, and I think our first two games definitely show we could use a lot of more investment. So I don't know what we're doing, to be honest, but it's been very pathetic for me. I would probably give this window probably at a best 5. Let's see if we do more deals. I'm not really hopeful, but yeah. Anyways, if you enjoyed this part 2 of my Q&A, I hope you guys make sure to subscribe, comment and subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry if some of your questions didn't make it. If they didn't, it's probably because they might have been inappropriate, or I didn't get the time to maybe properly like think about them. But if you did, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe.